Quran miracle, Surah Rum fulfilled prophecies. The initial verses of Surah Rum in the Quran contain numerous factual statements and predictions that were remarkably fulfilled within a relatively short time frame of 10 to 12 years. Further detail of this you can find in Quran Miracle, Prediction of Victory of Romans. The first prediction entails the resurgence of the Romans, culminating in their triumph over adversaries. This prophecy began unfolding around 623 AD, marked by the initial victories of the Romans, and reached its fulfillment with the conclusive defeat of the Persians in the Battle of Nineveh in 627 AD. Another aspect highlighted in the verse is the joy of Muslims on that day, a fulfillment evidenced by their jubilation upon witnessing the Quran's accurate claims and predictions materialize, while the assertions of their opponents proved to be incorrect. Thirdly, during the period when the Romans began securing victories, the Muslims achieved their initial triumph at the Battle of Badr in 623 AD. Subsequently, in 628 AD, as the Romans decisively defeated the Persians in the Battle of Nineveh, Muslims successfully conquered Mecca. Fourthly, the phrase "fi adnel ar," in the nearer land, holds true, as these events unfolded in regions significantly closer to the Arabian Peninsula. Alif Lam Mim, the Romans have been defeated in the nearer land, and they, after their defeat, will overcome within a few years. To Allah belonged the matter before, and to Him it belongs thereafter, and on that day the believers will rejoice. But the word Adna also includes another miracle. In Arabic, the literal meaning of Adna is low, lowest, and it can also be near, nearest. Early commentators of Quran took it as in the nearest region because that seems to them more appropriate to understand this verse. But now we know that the region where this war took place is actually the lowest region in the world. Byzantine and Persian empires went to war, and Byzantines suffered defeat when Damascus and Jerusalem both fell to the Persian Empire. This area is near Dead Sea, which is the lowest point on Earth. At over 400 meters below sea level, it is the land area with the lowest elevation. Minus 430 meters, or minus 1,411 feet. Lowest land in Asia and the world. Fifth, if we consider the entire universe, even then these verses should prove right in the same way. The only thing that comes in mind immediately is whether this planet Earth fulfills the verdict of verse 2 of this surah. For this, it should pass the test of both the meanings that the word Adna has within it. Now, as for the first meaning of word Adna, nearest, for us humans, this planet Earth is and always be the nearest place because it is our birthplace. Now for the second meaning, lowest. On a macro scale within the vast expanse of the universe, relativity defines everything. As denizens of Earth, our perspective originates from this planet, making it our starting point and numerical baseline. Consequently, Earth assumes the numerical position of the lowest point in our observational framework, considering the trajectory of our exploration into the universe. Moreover, our terrestrial origin places Earth beneath our feet, metaphorically signifying its lowest status, while all other celestial bodies appear distant and elevated from our vantage point. This is the place which as our birthplace is under our feet and the lowest, while all other places are far and above when we see from the Earth. In the context of religious scriptures such as the Bible and Quran, the narrative unfolds within the framework of a universe existing in the first heaven. These scriptures acknowledge the existence of additional heavens, designated as second, third, and according to the Quran, 7 heavens in total. In this cosmological hierarchy, the remaining 6 heavens transcend our terrestrial abode, positioning them above us. Thus, even in the amalgamation of theological teachings and contemporary scientific understanding, Earth retains its designation as the lowest point within the vast cosmic order.